Hey, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ivy, and today I'm going to be ranking book-to-movie adaptations. I have 12 movies on this list, well, movies and movie series, but these are all the ones that I could think of that I've seen, or movies that I've watched, that are based on books that I have read. Number 12, my least favorite book-to-movie adaptation ever, is Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson book series is 5 books, and it's one of my favorite series of all time. So, the movies. They are absolute burning garbage. I can't, I could go on forever and ever. I could make a whole video about how I hate these movies so much. I will try to keep it short, but we'll see how this goes. First of all, we have 35-year-olds playing 12-year-olds. A lot of people also got upset about how Annabeth, who has blonde hair in the books, and it's kind of a big deal, she has brown hair in the movies. That doesn't bother me so much as the fact that they're supposed to be 12 and they're 30. Number 2. They completely just screwed up the plot and took out so many great elements and squished it all together and just made it stupid. I'm pretty sure they were originally going to do all 5 movies, but then they're like, oh wait, this sucks, we're only gonna do it in 2. But it made me hate it so much more. A character that was never supposed to do that. He was supposed to be evil, but then he got a redemption arc in the books and it was great. But in the movies, no. No redemption for you. Number 3, they completely, totally, 100% dumbed it down. And I know it's a middle grade series and the audience is on the younger side, but they're also not idiots. The books just were so beautiful and so well written and hilarious and so exciting, and I love the characters, and these movies were just not. It's just completely lost all of the magic that is what made me love Percy Jackson in the first place. Maybe if I'd never read the books, the movies would be okay, but I have, and I know how great the books are, so the movies are just awful. Okay, number 11, we have Beautiful Creatures. So this one, I had fun just laughing at how ridiculous it was. The book is a gothic romance type thing, and there's this cool magic system, and it was really intricately woven and well put together. The movie was a hot mess. They tried way too hard, and it was so over the top and in a bad way, but I had fun laughing at it, but it was a little unbearable at times. I don't know, they just changed it too much and they just tried too hard. That's all I got. Coming in at number 10, we have A Wrinkle in Time. This one I actually had fun with. If I was viewing it just from an outside perspective, as the book is one thing and the movie is another, it was actually good and entertaining. I do think it really captured kind of the whimsical spirit that the book had, and so I think that was done well. However, I feel this one was also dumbed down a lot. It felt a little ridiculous, and they changed the magic system too much, and I don't know, bro. Number 9 is The Darkest Minds. Like A Wrinkle in Time, this one was fun and entertaining if you view it as a separate thing from the book. However, the books are so good and one of my favorite series, and the movie just wasn't. This is another one where they tried way too hard and they dumbed it down and they made so much pointless stuff happen. I don't even know what happened. If they had just stuck to the plot of the books, it would have been fantastic. I also really did enjoy the actors who played the main group of kids, especially the kid who played Chubbs, or I don't know if he was a kid. He's probably adult because apparently teenagers can't be played by real teenagers. Anyway, Chubbs was great and he was definitely the highlight of the movie. Okay, for number 8 we have The Maze Runner. I have heard that the rest of the Maze Runner series movies just go downhill, and I have not seen them, and I'm not going to because I didn't enjoy it enough to do that. But also, it's no surprise that the movies went downhill because the books kind of went downhill too, but we don't need to talk about that. We're talking about the movies. This one stayed pretty true to the book. I can't remember any ginormous changes that they made. It was fun, and it captured I don't know, the themes really well. That's what I wrote in my notes. I don't know what I'm saying. It was exciting and fun and thrilling, and I love Newt, and that's all I have to say. Number 7 is The Outsiders. The cast is fantastic. So many big names, and I can't think of any of them right now. This movie made me feel so happy because I love just watching the characters, but also sad because it's a sad story. But it was really, really good. I felt a really strong connection to the characters, and yeah, this was really well done. Okay, number 6 is The Fault in Our Stars. This movie is fabulous, and so is the book, but like, holy crap, did they do a great job. This movie 100%, actually scratch that, 1000% shattered my heart into a million gazillion tiny pieces, and I mean, so did the book, but the movie really captured that heart-wrenching, just pure sadness, and it was so good. The characters are so beautiful, and I love them, and they're my babies, and it was well cast, and I don't know, this movie, they just did a great job. And yeah, that's really great. Of course he's gonna vacuum now. That's really all I have to say. Like, it was just so good and sad. Like, oh my god, it's one of the saddest things I've ever watched, and it's really hard to watch, but it's worth it. Now we come to number 5, and that is The Hate U Give. This movie is so underrated. I saw it in the theaters, and it blew me away, like, completely just blew me out of the water, and then it, like, barely won any awards. What the fork? Like, this is such a good movie. It is so powerful and so important, just like the book that it's based on, and I was so just, I don't know, like, it was so good, and it really, really got the point across and hit home, and it's just, it knocked it out of the park, and I don't understand why it didn't win any awards. I mean, it won some, I'm sure, but like, what the heck, man? Everyone needs to see that movie and read that book. And anyway, I'm sorry, I'm getting angry. It was really hard to watch at times, but it was also beautiful. Just like the overall arc of the story and the message that it got across, and it was like, hello people, wake up! It was cast so perfectly. There were so many great performances, especially Big Mav and Star were just fantastic, and again, I don't know how they didn't get recognized because it was incredible. There was one thing at the end that they changed involving Star's little brother. That part, like, it irked me a little bit because it wasn't in the book, and like, I get what they were trying to say, but I feel like it was unnecessary. I feel like I need to watch it again, though, to really see how I feel. Number 4 is The Hunger Games. So I know a lot of people don't really like the later two, like Mockingjay Part 1 and 2, but I love them all. They're so good. I do still think that the first one is the best. I mean, it's just, whoo! Every time I watch these movies, which I've seen them at least twice, and it's just, every time I'm like, oh my god, this is so intense. I have honestly no problems with it. I really like Jennifer Lawrence's Katniss. I also love the ending. Like, the ending of the books had me so, like, shook, and I think they did a really good job with it in the movies as well. Alright, so we're in our top 3, and number 3 is Harry Potter. These are obviously just classic movies, and they're fantastic. There's really nothing to say other than it's pure magic, and it brought the wizarding world to life. You get to see the characters themselves grow up, and it's a wild ride. It's full of magic and fun. The movies did a really good job of kind of condensing like such a complicated series, because if you've read the books, you know how complicated it is. I don't think it could have gone any better. Coming in at number 2, we have Love, Simon, which is the adaptation of a book called Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda, and this is one of my favorite movies ever. This is just such a cute and hilarious and feel-good rom-com, and it's so pure, and it gave me all the warm and fuzzies, and it's about a gay kid, and I love that so much because we need more. This movie, oh my god, it was just, it's everything to me. I had such a fun time watching this movie. I saw it 3 times in the theaters, and the first time I saw it, the audience that I was with was so fantastic. Like, everyone was clapping and cheering at like all these moments at the end, and I was clapping and cheering with them, but I was also sobbing because I was so happy. I was a complete mess by the end. We were leaving the theater and I was still sobbing. Ugh, it makes me so happy. Okay. So, we have come to the end, and this is probably going to be a really long rant, and I am sorry in advance. My favorite book-to-movie adaptation of all time, and also my favorite movies in general of all time, is the Lord of the Rings trilogy, extended edition, of course. So these movies are the best I've ever seen in my entire life. First of all, Peter Jackson is a god. What I love about these movies, well, it's a lot of things, but the first thing that I love is that it stays, like, super true to the books. The stuff that is changed, like, everything that was changed, I liked, and that, like, never happens, but honestly, every single decision that was made to kind of make it fit better into the movie format was just fabulous. The only change I don't like, of course, is that Tom Bombadil wasn't in it. There are so many moments where it pays homage. I don't know if I say that right. Anyway, it references the books, and it stays so true to the source material, and I love that, especially in the extended editions. They took stuff from the appendices of The Return of the King, and I love that so much. These movies have literally the best soundtracks ever. Like, I've been listening to them for the past few weeks just on repeat constantly. It's so much fun. The music really, 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 really elevates these movies, and the feeling and the magic, and I don't even know what to say, but the music is so good. The scenery is beautiful. The shots are beautiful. The battle scenes are epic. Just everything about the aesthetics, the costumes, everything. It's just perfect. And the casting. Oh my god. The casting. It's absolute perfection. I've loved every single character. Literally every actor was perfect and did such a great job, and the chemistry between them was fantastic, and oh my god, it's so good. I just can't. These movies are just, I can watch them over and over again. It makes me cry so hard every time because it's just such a beautiful story with such, like, beautiful messages, and the world and the characters is just, oh my god, I don't, what more can I say? Loader is perfect, and I love it so much. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you if you're still here for some reason at this point, because that was a long rant. But thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time with another video. Bye.